What's up, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Sax Talk. Sax Talk, simply put, is my way of giving you all a closer look into my life and my musical journey. I'll be doing weekly videos where I'll answer different questions, I'll talk about my experiences in the music industry, and maybe even have some special guests. If at any point there's a specific topic that you either want me to talk about or a question that you have, please feel free to leave a comment or message me directly on Instagram at ListenForTony. Also, if you've been enjoying my covers or you enjoyed this video, please click the link in the bio and go grab a Saxel Rose is my homie shirt or a hoodie. 10% of each order goes to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, so not only will you be supporting me as an artist, but you'll also be supporting a great cause. So for episode 1, I asked you all to drop some questions in my Instagram story, and then I'll be picking a few and answering them. So I picked 3 questions at random, and if for some reason I didn't get to your specific question, don't worry, there'll be plenty more episodes, so there's plenty of opportunity to ask more. So the first question was from @Jacqueline, who asked, what other bands would you love to have the opportunity to perform with? There's a ton of bands that I would love to perform with, a couple of which that I never thought I'd be able to perform with that I actually already have, so shout out to those bands, and shout out to everyone who's given me the opportunity to perform. I definitely would love to play with State Champs. I covered one of their songs not too long ago, and the response from it was really cool. I mean, they're one of my favorite bands. Their music just rips. Plus, we both have a mutual love for Neck Deep, so I just feel like we should. Why not? I would also love to perform with All Time Low. We're both from Maryland, so I just feel like it would be cool just being that we're from the same area and seeing all the amazing things that they've gotten to do and how I'm just kind of just starting to get, my feet wet in the industry. I just feel like it would be a cool thing to do. Plus, I covered one of their songs and they loved it, and a lot of their fans were hitting me up saying that they loved it and they want me to do more, so look out for that. Last, I would love to play with Intervals because Aaron is one of my favorite guitar players ever. I feel like the way that I base my saxophone playing is more from like a vocal standpoint. I never wanted to be the traditional like jazz, bebop type of sax player. I was always more drawn to vocals in a song, like how does it sound sonically. I always wanted to base my sax playing off of like just the melodies and does it sound good and can you like really vibe to it. Not anything against any of the traditional players, but I've always wanted to base my playing off of that, and that's what he does for me. Like all his guitar playing is like super catchy and he's just a hell of a guitar player. I love playing his songs, so I would love to play with him for sure. Next, @JacobJasper1007 asked, is it still a process getting a clean, crisp recorded sound, or is it routine? Which is a great question. Honestly, at this point, it's a mix of both. I would say that it's definitely always going to be a process because you always want to achieve a better sound. So each video I try to outdo the last one. I'll put a video up and be like, dude, this sounds amazing, like this is the best one yet. And then the next week I listen to it and I'll be like, all right, nah, I shouldn't have done this, or like I need to adjust this. So it's always going to be a process. Whether you're a producer or a musician, anything that you do is going to be a process. But I mean, I'd say the setup is a little bit more routine now. As you can see, I got like a new backdrop, I got some better lighting, I got a better mic. I'd say like my actual setup is a little bit more standard now. I wanted it to be a little bit more uniform, so when you see certain things, you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be one of his videos. But if you go back and listen to some of my earlier videos, I was just like, dude, I play the sax, I want people to know I play sax, so like I'm just gonna record this and put it out. Let me throw this plugin on this chain and cool, yeah, that sounds good, let's just put it up. Now it's just whatever sounds the best to me. Like, doesn't mean that I can't still make adjustments, but it's a little bit more, okay, I like how this sounds, and until I get a new plugin or something like that, then I'll just roll with that. Speaking of which, I have been using new plugins. Joey Sturgis Tones, those guys are awesome. I've been using the JST Clip, also been using their Tone Forge for like when I record guitar and stuff like that too, so definitely go check out all their plugins, they're awesome. And last, @amazing_theory asked, are you planning on touring with Neck Deep anytime soon? Which is a great question. The fact that that's even a slightly relevant question to ask to me is insane. At the end of the day, I'm a fan just like many of you are. They're one of my favorite bands. I've been that dude buying the VIP tickets, waiting out in the snow and the rain to meet them and crowd surfing just like many of you. So to even be asked that question, or to to play with them and get all these experiences, to me as a fan, it's just like, it's mind-blowing because I just love their music. To answer your question, I don't know, I can't say. Everything that we've done at this point has been a little bit more like spread out. If they ever asked me to tour with them, I would definitely drop everything and go on tour with those guys. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the very first episode of Sax Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to message me directly on Instagram, leave a comment, or email me. Stay tuned for next week's episode of Sax Talk with me, Sax Rose. See you guys.